The Bible says, blessed are the meek. But what does that mean? I'm John Stange, and today we're going to be looking at Matthew chapter 5, verse 5, where Jesus said this. He said, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Now, I think we could all recognize that meekness isn't something our culture usually celebrates. In a world that promotes self-promotion and dominance and assertiveness, meekness often gets misunderstood as either weakness or passivity. But when Jesus said, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth, he was describing a strength that this world doesn't recognize. But it is a strength that heaven treasures. Meekness, in the biblical sense, is not weakness. It's not the same thing. Meekness is actually power that's kept under control. It's the posture of a heart that's surrendered to God. It's a heart that trusts God's ways over its own. The meek are not spineless. The meek are not voiceless. They are those who could assert themselves if they so chose to do so, but they choose humility instead, which means they're guided by gentleness. They're guided not by aggression. They're guided by trust. And they're not guided by striving like so many people in this world are being guided by. Jesus himself, by the way, embodied this perfectly. We actually see this in Matthew chapter 11, verse 29. There he says, take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart. And notice the words that he uses there, particularly that word gentle, because the word gentle there is actually the same root word as meek, as Jesus uses that word in Matthew chapter 5, verse 5. So think about that. Jesus, who is the King of Kings, describes himself as meek. He had all authority, he had all power, and yet he chose to be born in humility. He chose to serve others selflessly and go to the cross quietly, like a lamb led to the slaughter. To be meek is to submit our rights, to submit our power, and to submit our desires to the will of God. It's to live with open hands, releasing control, and entrusting ourselves to the one who knows best. Meekness doesn't come naturally to us.